Hey there guys, it's Hobo525 here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over some more ideas for a Marvel Legends Infinity Saga wave. If you haven't seen my last video, I suggest you check that out. You don't need to watch it to get this, but I just reveal more ideas of figures I could use for another Infinity Saga wave, and here I am doing it again. So yeah, let's get started. So first up is an Abomination, the one from the 2008 movie. I was thinking about the Shang-Chi one, but technically that's not part of the Infinity Saga, so we have this guy over here. And yeah, this is definitely something we need. I think Hasbro could do a great job of like a good new mold. Obviously, it wouldn't be the mold of this guy in the box because this is like the one for the 2008 Abomination Marvel Legends, I believe. But yeah, I mean, Abomination was freaking awesome in that movie, and I think a new figure of him would be so badass, and I'm sure everyone would get, like, that for their villain collection. I know I certainly would. If this came out, I would 100% buy it. So, yeah, here he is. I think he would come with two-fisted hands and a separate head. And, yeah, what do you guys think? I think he looks pretty cool. So, next up is a Destroyer. I recently watched Thor, so I had to just add this guy because he was so badass in the film. I love the fight scene with him in Thor. And getting him as a figure for like a villain collection would be so cool. I added his like an extra head, when he opens his, I guess, head or visor or whatever. And then we have two-fisted hands because that's just kind of like a must-have of characters like this or like these. And I honestly think he would be a pretty badass figure. I would definitely get him. And I'm sure a lot of people would too, especially Thor fans. So, yeah, pretty awesome. So next up is another must-have, which is a Chitauri Soldier 2-pack. I did get some comments last video suggesting that. Same with Abomination. And yeah, I mean, the Chitauri are pretty awesome. Probably like the most iconic, like, villain henchman army type in the MCU. So I think, figures of those would be really cool, especially 2-packs that you can just army build with them. It comes with like the Chitauri staff, their blasters, and then it is a separate head for like unmasked. But I think if Hasbro actually made this, I mean, they'd probably just have it so the unmasked head is like under the helmet or whatever, and they could just pull it off. But yeah, I think this 2-pack would be cool if it were a thing. I know I would buy it, and it's definitely one of the more like popular requests of what Hasbro should be making for the MCU. So hopefully they'll get around to something like that someday. But yeah. So next up is a 2012 Hulk. And I do need to make it like a 2008 one. Maybe like that could be the next video or whatever. But I definitely think we need this guy because 2012 Hulk was just badass. Probably my favorite Hulk from the MCU or the Age of Ultron Hulk, one of the two. But yeah, I think a new Hulk figure is due, especially because like the old Age of Ultron one that we got in like the 2-pack of Hulk. He does have like the ball jointed legs, which is like horrible. I hate ball jointed legs with a passion, so hopefully with like a new Hulk figure they would fix that. And yeah, so he does have some other fists, and then he does have a open mouth head. And honestly, I think this figure would be great if they made it. I'm sure a lot of people would buy it. So next up, we have a Captain America the Winter Soldier 2-pack with Captain America in his stealth suit and then Falcon's fursuit. I'm a huge Cap fan, so I would totally buy this. And I know a lot of people want like a new stealth suit Captain America figure because, I mean, I honestly do too. Because the older one that we got in like 2014 or 2013, whenever the wave came out, looked pretty cool. But that like mold for Cap, honestly, it's like way too scrawny in my opinion, at least the arms. So hopefully there'd be a new one and he would have like the arms of like the one from Infinity War or something like that, like the figure mold of that. But yeah, and they could probably make them really super detailed with like their facial technology, which has been a lot better recently. So I'd imagine, it'd come with this. He'd come with a shield. He'd come with a separate head, just a normal fist sitting open hand. Then we have Falcon over here, who you could do some pretty badass stuff with. I did include an Anthony Mackie head because honestly, we really do need like a freaking Falcon head without his goggles. I'm surprised we didn't get that of like any other figures I mean, maybe we did. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it would come with his wings, and then we have the shield right here, which is definitely a shield that I would love to have. I just love like the color of it, and the overall design just looks so freaking cool. So yeah, this would be a pretty cool two-pack, and I would honestly love to have it. And the next up is going to be something pretty different. We do have a Leviathan, so pretty much this would be like some, I don't know, kind of like some HasLab type, really, really huge figure, I guess. So, yeah, like I was debating on whether he should come in like three pieces or something. You can like put them together, but I don't know. I think a Leviathan would be pretty cool to have. I did have him come off the stand, which is like the vulture stand, except I made it bigger. You could just kind of put him on it, and it could just hang on your display. I think this would be such a cool idea. I don't know how popular this will be, but I for one would 100% get this. I think this could work as something that comes out by itself or a build a figure. But like, just imagine a display with him and like the Tatari two pack. Oh my god, I would love it. Oh, I would love for this thing to actually come out. Out of all of these, okay, maybe not out of all of these, but this is definitely like a top one, like one of these figures that I would actually want to come out. But if I had to pick like, figures that actually come out of all these, it'd probably be the Tatari two pack. That's something we really need. Like yeah, like the Tatari two pack and Abomination. Those are like the only figures here that are definitely must haves, and that should definitely come out. So hopefully they do. Hopefully these figures do see the light of day, or at least some of them do. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have some suggestions on what I should add in the future or something that I should have had in this video, tell me down in the comments below. I'm always open to your guys' thoughts, and I do appreciate the amount of comments I got on the last video telling me like ideas on what I should add and stuff like that. So yeah, I do want to thank you guys for that. And I am going to be releasing more of these. I'm thinking about doing it like once a week, but we'll see what happens. So if all that said, thank you all for watching, and Hobo525 out.